finally, we're able to sit down and call a place our own. It was special to us, and when I reflect back and I look back on the things that she's done for me, it's mind blowing, and that's why coming back to school and getting my degree and allowing her to be there for graduation was something that I wanted to do. It wasn't something I was forced to do. It was something I wanted to do because she's given so much to us, and I just wanted to give back any way that I could. So I mean. I'm a big mama's boy. If my mom asks me for anything, I'm like, I got you. Don't worry about it. If she mentions anything, I like take note to it. I'll write it down. Like I got to get that for her, like a selfie stick. She wanted a selfie stick, so sure enough, the one that I brought here today is for her. But I'm taking pictures also so I can send to her because she likes pictures. So, yeah, I actually told her that I got one for. I sent her a picture and I was like, I got you, and she was like, of course you do. I always got you. So she knows that I'm constantly listening and I'm always trying to do anything I can for her because she's given up so much for us, and she's actually a school teacher at a alternative school, like so for misbehaved kids, like from I feel like from kindergarten to high school. It's a school like that. So she deal with some of the baddest. So when she come home, she's ready for us. We know that she'll whip us into shape. Yeah.
Hey, did Craig Evans respond? Did you like how he responded this summer?
Oh, definitely. He's definitely been trying to come out and compete on a different level. He's one of those guys who, he every time you say something, okay, so my hands, all right, and he comes out and he works on his hands. Craig Evans, our D tackle. He's one of those guys. Hey, you need to get your footing right. My footing, okay, I'm gonna fix that. And you see him improving each and every time you give him something to improve on, and that's inspirational because you're like, you're one of those guys that's not gonna just talk about it. You're gonna actually be about it. You want to hear what we have to say, and you want to correct it because you understand that you want to be a part of this team, and you know that you're gonna play a big role. So he's definitely improved in a sense of maturity and also understanding that he needs to be better in certain aspects if he wants to get onto the field.
And his body, getting the weight down a little bit.
Yeah, he's been getting. I like his big body. I like the big body. Plug up holes, man. I love D tackles that are huge. I love them. I promise you, I love big D tackles because they make my job so much easier. Because if you got to double team him, that means you can only be one-on-one on me. So that makes my job a lot lighter. But he's definitely been getting his weight down, and he's definitely been in the weight room doing conditioning. I think it's like every Wednesday or Tuesday or something like that. So it shows that he's passionate about it, and he understands what he needs to do, and he's chasing it. He's chasing after a starting spot or even just playing time. So I think guys like him can create a great role model for young guys that are coming in.
Your coach said today that this line compares with the Ohio State national championship line he coached in 2002. Probably the most talented he's seen. Is it the same for you?
I think he just be trying to make me feel special, man. He got me feeling all gloomy inside. I can't wait for the season. No, but honestly, I think this is one of the better lines that I've seen since I've been here at Michigan State. Don't get me wrong, we have a lot of talent on every line each and every year. Guys like Will Golston, Gerald Worthy, Kevin Pickleman, Rashad White. We have talented guys, but I think more so in the sense of understanding each other and understanding each and every position, because I can promise you, I know what a 3-tech is supposed to be doing, and I'll even go in there from time to time. LT can jump out the end, he can play nose, he can play 3-tech. Joe can play 3-tech, he can play nose, and he can also play end if you want a bigger end out there. Guys like Demetrius Cooper can play both sides, so it's boundary end and field end. Malik McDowell can play defensive. He swear he is a defensive end, but he can play defensive end and play 3-tech, play nose. So we know every position on that defensive line, which helps strengthen our knowledge, and it helps us play a lot faster, because if I know what he's doing, then I know what I need to be doing, because if he's in that gap, I can't be in that gap. If he's wiping this way, I know that I have to wipe that way also, because we can't be in the same spot at the same time. You never want two defenders behind each other, So I think that our knowledge has brightened a lot more, and I think that's what's making us a lot stronger defensive line. But talent-wise, I think that every line that has come through Michigan State has a lot of talent and has been able to, reach heights that the line before them hasn't. But I think that this line definitely will be one of the great ones, man. I hope we go down in history.
What does that mean for opposing offense?
I hope we make it pretty tough, unless they're pretty smart and they know exactly what we're going to do. But I think that it'll change up the game for them. It'll make add a different aspect of our game, and it'll make it a lot harder for them to create matchups. Because if we can move to different positions, you have to realize that, okay, if he goes here, then what are we going to do with this? Or if he goes there, then how are we going to block him and then also chip him? It's a lot. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the season goes. I'll talk to you after that. Yeah, come to me after that.
Do you still embrace the idea that it's the off season
No offense to you guys, I'm not really worried about what media says. Uh, I just know I need to go in and perform. You know, at the end of the day, that's what we need to do as football players. There's always going to be hype about one team or another team, and the biggest thing is how do you go into your preseason? How do you go into the offseason? How are you working? You know, are you working harder than those programs? If not, then why do you feel as if you should be in the limelight? You know, so I know that we work hard at Michigan State University, and uh, like I said, no offense at all to you guys, because I love you guys. You guys are funny. I always have a good time, but I'm not really focused on what media says.
Isn't that part of what your identity is as a program that you know?
Yeah. I think that, of course, we're going to care because we're humans. You know, it's a part of human nature is to care, but I don't think we put too much effort into caring. You know, we're not going to be like, oh, they said Ohio State's supposed to be preseason #1. Let's just kill ourselves, man. Let's lose it. Like, no, you know, we still have to play the game. You know, at the end of the day, we still have to play against those guys. We're not just going to go out there and be like, since you're preseason #1, could we possibly cancel this game? You know, maybe. I mean, you guys already won, right? Didn't everyone say you guys won? No. So our mindset is just, you know, we have to go into each and every game and compete and play. You know, and the game's not over until, you know, the clock strikes 0. So when we get that opportunity, we'll see how it goes. But I'm not really worried about too much, you know, media talk.
You didn't get tired of any, like, there's not shirtless hardball picture that you did not go on Twitter and say, okay, that's enough, it's time to play football?
I think he's a very handsome man. I'm happy that he got out there and they were taking a picture. All right.
How much you compare yourself to some of the other really good defensive linemen, Bosa, Randy Gregory last year?
I don't compare myself with none of them. No, I find myself different than every one of them. I'm nothing like Joey Bosa. I'm nothing like Randy Gregory. I'm Shilique Calhoun. They have great style of play, don't get me wrong. But I play the way I play, and we may have similar numbers, but I'm nothing like them.
Hey, Shilique, the motto is reach higher this year. What does that mean to you?
Doing something you've never done to go a place you've never been. You know, I think that's what it screams to me. You know, if you wanna reach to the national championship, if you wanna make it to the Big Ten championship, if you wanna just beat Western Michigan, you have to reach higher. You have to compete harder. You have to be smarter. So it's doing things that you've never done. So even if it pertains to going into the film room and standing an extra hour, or not just going into the film room by yourself, but bringing another player in there so he can better understand what you're understanding, or getting a different aspect of what, you know, film has to offer to other people. You know, just stuff like that. That's what I consider reaching higher.
They say in sports, one of the big things is like adjusting to adjustments that are making you had that big breakout year 2 years ago. Obviously, adjustments. What's the key for you this year? Adjusting the way teams adjusted to you. That's a lot of adjustments.
Yeah, it was a lot of adjustments. I think that
Take your game to the next level.
I think I have to be relentless. I think that last year came to me as like a shock. You know, and of course I heard everyone say like, yeah, they're gonna double team me this and that, but it really didn't hit until it happened. You know, it's kind of one of those things where you're like, no, there's no way. There's no way they're thinking about me that way. You know, they're not gonna double team me. And I think when it finally happened, I was like, wow, you know, they were right. I need to really focus on being relentless now. You know, because it's still going to happen this year. You know, teams are going to feel as if that if they stop me, they can stop the rest of the defense. And I don't feel that way, but I feel as if I'm relentless, then my game will speak for itself. I won't have to worry about people double teaming me because I'll find a way. You know, my dad used to always say to me, even when I was playing basketball, find a way. So that's kind of my motto when times get tough. You know, and I don't know what to do is find a way.
You said you decided